Creating content is a brilliant way to build authority. When potential customers begin to count on you and trust you, it won't be long before that trust turns to sales. But lots of people avoid creating content because they're worried that they won't be interesting, or worse, they get the dreaded writer's block. Here are some tips to help you overcome that. Provide information and answers to the questions that have your prospects stumped. You probably get asked the same questions a lot, and that's great. Turn those questions into content like blogs or social posts. I like to keep a notepad on me when I'm at events. If someone asks me something interesting, I can jot it down and turn it into shareable content when I'm back in the office. There's even a site called answerthepublic.com. All you've got to do is enter 1 or 2 keywords linked to your industry, and the site pulls data from search engines like Google to give you questions and phrases that people are searching for in the real world. It's a goldmine of consumer insight you can use to create fresh, super useful content that your customers are searching for. If you failed your English qualifications and the idea of writing brings you out in a cold sweat, don't overthink it. You're not writing War and Peace. Just start, you will get better with practice. If you're worried about spelling and grammar, get a team member or a friend to give it the once over. And sites like Grammarly, a free app, are brilliant at checking for errors. The key to success is consistency. Show up as frequently as you can manage. We're not aiming to go viral. You just want to be a familiar name and face, talking about familiar topics and content. There's nothing worse than a website full of blogs that haven't been updated in years. Batch planning content helps to prevent this. Getting published is a great way to build a reputation and authority. If you can get a regular gig or column for a decent publication, then you've absolutely nailed it. We're not talking Time magazine here, start local. This can cost a few quid, but it's relatively inexpensive compared to other marketing activities. Business websites are worth a look too. They often need regular content, and if you stick to their deadlines and send over new and interesting articles, this could be a long-term relationship. This is a great way to get exposure in publications your customers read, increasing your company and personal brand authority. For example, I've been lucky enough to have been selected to contribute a column for Elite Business, which is an online publication for Britain's SME entrepreneurs. This involves a commitment of writing 1 column each month on a topic which I choose. For example, I've written on board opportunities, pitching, and selling. The column brings a whole host of benefits, including more exposure as I reach the Elite Business audience. The column is featured on their website, included in their email newsletter, and I've got content to share on socials. It positions me as a thought leader, as I'm aligned with the other high-profile individuals who contribute columns to the publication. I get to share my voice on trending topics, things I've been involved in, or things that just interest me. And I've had great feedback from the editors that my column gets a lot of hits from the Elite Business visitors. I achieve this by picking topics which are relevant and resonate with the Elite Business audience, then making sure that the columns are written in my unique voice.